Welcome to Invest. We'll talk about investing, finance, and professional development. It's the current time of 8:21 a.m. on Eastern Time on July 9th on Saturday. Hope you guys have a great weekend, by the way, so far. Ethereum currently at $1,214, up about 0.10% so far. Respect over crypto market on this Saturday morning so far is again normalizing right at the respective in proximity just a hair below the respective consolidator level, and for Ethereum specifically that's 1250, right? And on the media front, I would say collectively is still, relatively backwash type of news, right? Regurgitating the big payroll gain number that came out, and also with respect to the verbiage, confirming on the June FOMC meeting, with two positive confirmatory signal, pushing, I guess, the fear of the recessionary territory that we're going to be shifting into the corner for now. But with respect to the next upcoming major catalyst that we still need to be aware is, with respect to the obviously the CPI report that's coming out, and then subsequently the FOMC meeting that's coming out as well. So we'll see how that goes. But again, right, the technical has already mentioned, and indicating that in the short term, relatively short term, in a daily perspective, we should ideally see some selling pressure to reach below a certain level, which I identify, right? 1150, 950, 875, respectively. And then subsequently reverse back up in the weeks and months out from here after ideally the FOMC meeting, the CPI report, which very logical, right? Because we ideally would have a gap of about like 35, 40 plus days, basically from end of July, but the last week of July, all the way until the last week of September, which is basically where the next FOMC meeting is going to be laying around, and also obviously the CPI report, right? August is going to be, a bit of a gap month in a way, where the Feds are obviously on vacation. They also do not have the meeting, and also people are going to be less active as well. So when you see that lack of activity on the media front, but also on the trade and volume front, we should technically see some just like normalized type of upward ascending type of trend, if you may, right? So that's what the technical is basically indicating so far. So let's just dive right into it. Well, but before I do that, it seems like the Twitter deal, Elon Musk has basically, basically after the scrub of all the scam or the spam accounts on in Twitter, and they've been like obviously, reducing and obviously, how would you say, exterminating? That's the better word. About a million scam and spam accounts or fake accounts, if you may, on Twitter, on a day-to-day basis. And I think with that, optics, Elon Musk has been observing, is giving him some sort of, I guess, cold feet. So he's backing out, and he has notified Twitter that he is terminating the deal. So it seems like it's official. But I don't know, right? It could be, but nothing like in terms of he has mentioned this on the Twitter, and he has expressed remorse, bias remorse for months, obviously with the just kind of drag it on, right? Having cold feet now, but nothing in terms of a legal, confirmatory signal that he is really gonna be, he's not going through with the deal. But I think this is already the writing on the walls that it is gonna be terminated anyways, right? So that's really much on the news front. Let's just dive right into it with respect to recording time of 8:25 a.m. on the Eastern time. Ethereum connect. Sorry for on my phone, by the way. I have like some Instagram messages. Someone's like I'm talking to. She's like based on the West Coast. I don't know why she's up so early. It's like it's 8:25 on the East Coast. West Coast like 6:25 right now. Maybe she's on a different side of the country. Anyways, so right now we are below 1250 again, right? And we are obviously extremely extended on the MACD front. Our size already showing some sort of resistance, right? As we try to get above to 49 out of 70. So right now, ideally, coming down to the 1150, all the way down to like 1050, which is the next level before we break the 1,000 mark. to 950 can be possible if we get some intensification around the timing as we anticipate towards the CPI report coming out, right? And also, obviously, with a negative CPI report, it will obviously drive more negativity, and then will allow and incentivize a death cross, which we've seen prior many times, that's seeing a submerge of level of, I don't know, 850, 750, or potentially even like if the 75 basis point the efficacy was not working at all, 575 can be possible. So it's something to be think about, right? To be aware of as well. Bitcoin is just lingering at 21,500, down 0.4%. So right now is very large separation. We are at the 47 out of 70 right now. So looking for levels down would be more logical because of the large separation. So levels down will be anywhere like 20,000. Obviously, it's a flat number, but it's not real. 1900 is better level. 18,500, 17,500 respectively. And I think if we get severity around the intensity of the FOMC meeting and the result of the inflationary pressure, seeing below 17,500 to all the way to 15,000 is very logical from here. So something to be thinking about, right? And then across the other other coins, I would say, selectively just contingent on the MACD and the RSI. I would say across the board, all of them are hitting the comparable blockade that we have identified. Obviously, if you check out Patreon, respective updates, it will lay out all the technical and the fundamental levels. It seems like we are hitting those walls right now across the board. So all of them are indicating pretty much daily wise. Like I'm talking about basically all of them. I'm not like being like picky. They're all pretty much trading on a downward trend, number one, but in a daily perspective, still bearish. But after we get over the hump, which again is the FOMC meeting and the CPI report, we should technically see some sort of a healthy rebound. Okay. So, appreciate you for joining me again on this Saturday. It's been quite flat, right? We opened around the same price as we are trading now, and we've been kind of gliding around like the 1250 to 1200 type of level for the last 24, 36 hours so far. So it makes sense, right? Seems like it's cooling down, but ultimately the catalyst that's coming out is still days away, right? So I appreciate you. Have a good rest of the day and take care.